Oh, damn. I can feel it coming in your ass tonight. Alone. Oh, mate, I'm eating too much. I feel sick. Oh, I'm eating too much pudding. Oh, fuck me. Did you shit the bed? Alright, Alex, mate. Babe's here. Everyone's a fucking babe in here, mate. It's McLeod. It's the man. Oh, I don't know about the man. It's the, oh, Daddy is here. Yeah. Daddy. What's good, Daddy? What's good, you cunt? You alright? It's the man. Nope, it's Kevin. It's Kevin, the Highlander man. No, not even a man. The immortal. Kevin the Immortal. Oh, that sounds like a nice little name for like some fucking cartoon or some shit. Like, what's your name? I'm Kevin. Kevin the Immortal. So then you got Kevin McLeod. Like, your accent tops it off. Daddy. Hi, Daddy. Would you like it like that, Daddy? You fucking dirty slag. You dirty slag. Yeah, Daddy. Oh, would you like a nice British boy? Bit of cup of tea? Fuck you. Every time you say Daddy, I recoil. It's alright, mate. So does my Johnson. It like crawls up and like. They say as you get older, you lose an inch. Every time I say Daddy, I lose a mile. And I like, just sucks up right in there like a vacuum. And then what happens is it sucks up, and my foreskin just goes and creates an creates an airtight, just an airtight seal, like a belly button. So every time my penis just withdraws and creates this tiny belly button. I love your energy today, man. To be honest, it's a fucking sugar rush. Is what it is. I have had way too much sugar really fucking quickly. Yeah, it's it's a sugar rush. It's a sugar rush. It's not energy. I've had fuck all energy all day, mate. I'll tell you that. It is a sugar rush. I had this like chocolate yogurt, and then we had like chocolate brownies, some whipped cream, and like some little Easter egg things. And I'm telling you, it was sickly as fuck. Sickly as fuck. Like, the sugar rush is unreal right now. Oh, where the fuck is that coming from? Why are you playing? I gotta stop leaving tabs with music on them. Do you like tea a lot? I mean, I don't mind it. I wouldn't say I drink it like all the time. Well, I mean, like not like all the time. I probably have like, two, three, like between 2 and 3 cups a day. Like depending. So like if it's a normal work day, I'll probably just have like 1, maybe 2. But then if it's a day off, then I'll normally have like 3, and then pace them out during the day. But yeah, or more if it's more of a social thing. But yeah, I'd kill for some sweets right now. Oh god, I can tea. Oh, fuck's sake, because I can teabag you courtesy of juice. Put your juice box on me. Oh. You little fucking Tropicana nuts. I bet you ain't even got the pulp. I bet you got smooth little balls. Yeah, smooth little balls like a smooth little orange. I bet you ain't even got no pulp. I don't want to know if you ain't got no pulp. Where's the bits, man? Where's the bits? Come on. Little Tropicana cock. Little Tropicana cock. Hey, what? Bet you get it out, lift it up. and you just fucking like bet your little tree branch has got these 2 little oranges hanging off the end of it. Not even a tree, just like more of a fucking bush. It's probably because I'm American, but I'll take coffee over tea any day. You ain't had the right tea, mate. Trust me. Like, you can like fuck around with all these fucking herbal teas and all that bollocks. Just find yourself a decent tea bag, man. Find yourself a decent tea bag, like, and don't like. And again, the thing is, like, you guys do tea differently. Like, again, I don't know about yourself, you know, but I've seen videos of people putting tea in a microwave. Don't ever put tea in a microwave. I'm telling you now. Don't ever put tea in a microwave. No. Like when you peel an orange, the white thing. No. Like the skin of the orange. It's smooth like an orange. I don't think your little balls are like the fucking white bit. That like nah. That's like the pubic area. The little white bit. It gets all caught in your teeth and shit. Yeah. I think I've had a proper British cuppa. I just didn't vibe with it. I don't know, man. One day when I'm big and I'm famous, I'll put the kettle on for you. I'll make you a lag of tea. A lag of tea, mate. I make, like, not to boast, but I make an alright cup of tea. Like, I make an alright cup of tea. You know what I mean? So I feel like, not trying to brag, but I feel like I could at least make you semi-hard with a tea. You know what I mean? Like, I reckon I'm there. I'll fly across the pond, you put the kettle on. I'll tell you what, whereabouts are you based in America? You ain't got, just tell me the state. You ain't got to tell me you've been. What state you in? What state you in, sweetheart? What state you in? What state am I in? Oh, I'm in about a mental breakdown. Missouri, damn near dead center. Fair enough. Right, well, if I'm ever out that way, I don't know if I ever will be. Texas. I ain't coming to Texas. You can fuck off. I know too many people in Texas. Nah, fuck off. I ain't spending all day doing that. You can come to Missouri. We'll have a tea with Kevin the Immortal. And I'll bring our man Alex with us. I'll like pay for his ticket or something. It'll be like, there you go, mate. Out you come. We're going to Missouri for a cup of tea. Greece, but you can come over here, mate. I'll fly you out. We'll just go in it. If you come to America and waste time on Missouri, I will block you. Oh, I don't know whether to take that as a threat or a promise. I think I got slightly turned on. He needs to bring someone too. I ain't bringing anyone. What are you on about? Well, no one for you anyway. Missouri is a hive of scum and villainy. You haven't been to England, have you, really? Yeah, mate, scum and villainy is everywhere, man. It's like hive and villainy everywhere. Or villainry, not villainy. Villainry. Yeah, like, it's everywhere, man. Everywhere, you know what I mean? No, Alex. Well, if for some reason this all blows up, and we get to go out there, like, because what I really want to do, what I'd really like to do is, I'd quite like to go out and see some of the people from New York, like, because those guys kind of helped get me started, so I owe a lot to those guys. Like Staten Stars, for example. He was sort of helping me out quite a bit. So I feel like if we got to go to New York. There's a few people there. So what we could do is we come out there, and then if you guys came there as well, and then we could all just sit there and drink tea in New York. And I think that'd be sick. Do a little whatever. Little fucking communal chat somewhere. it'd be fucking lovely. We'll rent like a little hall and just have a fucking chinwag. Do you know what I mean? Just sit there and just chat shit, like, and then, but not too many though, because you know I ain't spending all day making a brew. But I'd rather drink somewhere else, or rather drink something else than tea. Brother. Well, you ain't drinking me, I'll tell you that. Or maybe, it depends. Depends what mood I'm in. Not when I'm jet lagged, because I want to enjoy it. Hang on. Share to feed. Hi, I'm live. Chatting wham. It's an interesting title. No one's coming. An interesting title. Oh, maybe I should just put that. We're teasing, but no one's coming. We could go to New York, and after having tea, we could try out all the fast foods so I can judge properly as a Greek. That's a must. I don't know. I don't know, man. I'd come with you, but I don't know if I'd do it. I don't like. Cause I remember we went to New York a long time ago, way before this. I went with my brother, and it was like, mate, I'm telling you, it was hard. Like, it was hard to do it. Like, food wise, it was hard because I am coming. Yeah, like food wise, it was food wise is massive. Like, I remember we'd eat at breakfast, and then I wouldn't eat again till like fucking God knows when in the evening. Like, it was just you'd have this massive breakfast of like, I don't know. Like me, I'm too much of a sweet bastard. So like I'd have like, what was it I'd get like pancakes, bacon, sausage and chocolate. I'm telling you, mate. Oh, God damn, that was filling. Like, chocolate pancakes. Get yourself some sausages, some bacon. Oh, man, I'm telling you, I was away. And then, so you'd have that at like 9 in the morning. And then and then when it come to like 9 o'clock, when my brother was like, right, we're going to go and get some food, I weren't even hungry. I was like, mate, like, I haven't eaten 12 hours. I'm still full up from my breakfast. So, like, I'd come with you just to see it, but I don't know if I could do it, man. I don't know if I could go to every fast food thing. It would break me. Like, oh, and also one of the rules that we had as well when we went out there was no McDonald's. We couldn't go to McDonald's. It was the one place, like, we weren't allowed to go no matter what. We weren't allowed McDonald's. Same as when we went to Vegas as well. Like, you can't have McDonald's. You gotta go wherever else, but you can't have McDonald's. Just because I love a good fucking McDonald's. Do you know what I mean? I love a McDonald's. But yeah, but that was like one of the rules anyway. So yeah, so you guys could all like you could just do that. Oh, yeah, that'd be fun. That'd be fun, I reckon. But yeah, and then, but we're doing like small little things, and in that way, I do want to try glizzy. I hate that. No, I don't know, man. That word's just like, I don't know, man. There's something about that word. There's something about that word. It's not like I don't like the word, but it's just like, I'm not gonna go up and be like, yo, can I get glizzy with onions? Nah. Like, stop it. Do you know what I mean? Stop it. Like, I'm too old for words like that, man. I'm too old for words like that. Like, when you hear people say lit, like, I'm too old for that shit. Or when you used to hear it, I'm like, man, I'm too old for that shit. I ain't like, too old for that shit. Man, just fucking walking up to someone, just being like, yeah, I'd like a glizzy with onions, and throw some sauce on. Like, yo, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my perverted mind, but that's fire. Exactly. Like, yo, I don't know. Maybe it's just my perverted mind, and I've been warped by porn. But No way. Like, if I ever went up to someone and said that, like a hot dog vendor machine, I pray to God he slaps me. I don't care. I walk up to a hot dog vendor and be like, "Excuse me, boss, can I have a glizzy with onions?" I hope to God that he comes around the other side, slaps me back to the caveman times. Slaps me back. Like, there is... Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Hey, gorgeous. Alright, love. Alright, love. Nice to see you live again. Oh, sausage. Stop it, sausage. Alright, Gil, what's happening? Alright, love, what's happening? I get really tired of hearing it, mate. Mate, I'm telling you, if someone said to me, "I'd like a glizzy with onions and sauce," yeah, I'd have to leave. I would have to leave. I don't know. I don't know if I could take them seriously. To have to warrant the exertion of energy to do that and not laugh, and to know that they're being deadly serious and not laugh. I would probably burst into tears trying to hold in that laugh. Like, just say a fucking hot dog. Do you know what I mean? It's not hard. Hot dog. I need to send you something I'm working on with a new starting rapper. What we have is a serious work in progress. Well, that's good, because Boss Man Alex is in here as well, so you can get 2 for 1. That's what she said. We're gonna have a little musical threesome. Oh, imagine the tones on that. It'd be fucking great. Is how it would sound, because you'd have one in the front, one in the back. What if they said, "Would you like to try a glizzy?" No, because then I'd think they're just trying to talk to me, like, they're just trying to seduce me, really, aren't they? It'd be like, "Hi, would you like to try a would you like to try a glizzy? Would you like a glizzy? Do I fuck? Not with you. I don't know you. If I knew you and I trusted you, maybe I'd see your glizzy. But I don't know. It's a hot dog. It's some stupid dumbass fucking it's some dumbass slang term for a fucking hot dog. Would you like a glizzy? Would I fuck? Like, unless I trusted you and, you know, you'd take care of me and we could cuddle after, maybe. But Jesus. Oh, with the mate at the end, 2 different things. Nah, mate, I don't give a fuck. No. Just say hot dog. Just say hot dog. Or a sausage. Would you like a sausage? Ooh, go on then. Like a sausage. Not, would you like a glizzy? Glizzy means gun and hot dog. Yeah, I know the gun term, but still, even that's just weird. I don't know, even I still find that one a bit weird. Man's got a glizzy. Has he? Has he got a glizzy though? Like, that's a little bit disturbing for me. I'll accept it, but it's still a little bit weird. Hi, I'm holding my glizzy. Ooh, my glizzy. Let me unload the glizzy. I unloaded the glizzy watching girls on camera this morning. Doesn't mean shit. It was great fun to watch though, but, you know, fuck, man. Like, no, we good. Don't just call it a hot dog. I love a hot dog. Love a sausage. Oh, love a sausage as well. Love a good sausage. Fucking get some onions on it. Oh, just personally, even just like sausage. Like, I'm a quite a dry guy. Like, quite a dry guy. So I just quite like onions. So like hot dog and onions. You know what I mean? I ain't too bothered about the thing. I bet you do. I do, James. You need to stop it, James. You need to stop it. I don't think we've flirted this much in a while. I don't think we've flirted this hard in a while, James. Oh, James. Have you got a glizzy, dear? James, come round for a glizzy. Come round for a glizzy. Oh, fucking dirty perv. Oh, right, you guys need to stop, mate. You guys need to stop. This sugar rush is on one. It's glizzy time. Oh, mate. mate, that would be like that would be the ultimate. Like if Power Rangers made porn, that would be it. Like what did they? Oh fuck! It's morphin time. That was the Power Rangers, wasn't it? It's morphin time. Glizzy party. Woo! It's a fucking gangbang. You know what I mean? It's a fucking gangbang. You're like, oh, it's glizzy time. Nah. No, it's not glizzy time. It's go home time. It is. Oh mate, anyone said it's glizzy time, I'm just puckering up like, and that'll be it. I will invert thyself, in order not to have to deal with that. That would be nice. Right, let's let's play around with my thing so we can hear this. So we can hear this. So we can hear this. I'm pretty sure there's Power Rangers porn out there. I hope so. Do you know what? I might go and find it. It's bath night tomorrow night, so we might go and find it. And then behold the almighty Sperminator. Oh my days. Oh my days. I've not watched Terminator porn, but I reckon it's quite. I reckon it's quite niche. I reckon it's quite niche. I tell you what, man, porn parodies are fucking genius. Absolutely genius. The almighty. Do you know what? Hang on, let's just look it up. Sperminator. Nah, it's just some guy's nickname. It's not an actual film. Yeah. It's just some guy's nickname. That's upsetting. But yeah, like I tell you what. All right, before we get into this, because I'm quite enjoying this. But porn, yeah, they have the best parody names. I don't care. Some of them are genius. Cock Wars. I have not watched that. But unless we were referring to the chicken rooster cockfighting, then I've seen some Cock Wars. But I've not watched Cock Wars. I'm not that brave. To watch Cock Wars. I get intimidated if I see a penis bigger than mine. I cry. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, fuck me, look at the girth on him. Do you know what I mean? Like, fuck, he's built like a fucking tank's cannon. Look at that. Like, I'll have to find that and source my glizzy to it. Oh my jeez. Oh my days. Oh, I will source my glizzy. Yeah, now there. Oh, I'll tell you what. That's a phrase I might actually have to use. Oh, that made my glizzy sauce. Oh, that made me source my glizzy. Yo, that's wild. That's wild. Oh, it made me source my glizzy. Oh my god. Alright. I tell you who does also make some very good porn parodies, and I quite enjoy her TikToks. Haven't really watched much of her porn because I can't be bothered to pay for it because I'm a tight cunt. But is a woman named Rebecca Goodwin. She is a fucking G. I don't care what anyone says. That woman is a legend. Some of you might have heard of her because she got treated like she got made a mug of on a podcast, and the internet basically turned against them and mugged them off, and it was crazy to see, like them just being absolute fucking morons because she didn't deserve it. Rebecca's a fucking legend. But I tell you what, like if you go and check out her Twitter page, right, and look at the and look at the films that she's made fun of, what an absolute legend. Like, I tell you what, her sense of humor is unreal. I'm a funny man, but I ain't that funny. She I will tap my sticks together. Like, I would shake my stick. That's how funny she is. Well, I shake my stick anyway, but you know what I mean. Why as dudes, you've been waiting for that line, haven't you? Why as dudes can we not compliment each other's glizzy? Oh, hey man, Yeah, I get the reference. I know where you're going, but why can't we just compliment it anyway? Be like, yo, nice cock. You know what I mean? Just be like, yo, it's a nice cock. Like, why can't we just go, hey, nice cock? I know it's a bit weird at first, but you should just be like, hey, that's a nice cock. You know what I mean? That's a nice cock. Anyway, right, let's get on with this. Because otherwise, we'll just be complimenting cocks all evening. We've been talking about porn and sausage for 25 minutes. That's an awfully long time to talk. Oh, and we were talking about cups of tea. Cups of tea. Oh, is Kevin the Immortal in here? I don't know if you get PG tips over there, right? It's a tea bag before you go anywhere. But I do like a good PG tip tea bag. And if you can boil the kettle, even better. PG tips. For me, normally about 2 to 3 sugars, and we're good. Maybe a cheeky biscuit to dunk as well, and we're on it. Right. So we've been asked to do this one. So Alex, I need to borrow your ears, sweetheart. I need to borrow your ears. Right. This is Appreciation by God's Chosen. And this has been sent in by our man Winter Music. Alright. Personally, I think I probably only understood maybe 20 words. 20 words I think I probably understood, and that was just in that like little rap vocal. Otherwise, I'm not gonna lie, I have no fucking clue what he was on about. I have no idea what he was on about. Like, that's catchy. Like, and if he can fucking, like, what it feels like is that, and I know a few people do it, like, you know when you hear something, like, you'll find a beat that you like, or you're making a beat that you like, and then you'll start to be like, oh, okay, and then you'll be like that, right? That was a vibe. Like, fucking hell, you feeling alright, sweetheart? Too Softly song, didn't hear much of it. God damn. Hello. I didn't hear shit. I couldn't hear shit. Like, oh man, I've got this massive bit of phlegm and it won't go away. But yeah, so as I say, like, when you go like, it sounds like he's just kind of what's the word they use in, like, what's the term they use in jazz and that, where they just throw, like, scatting, that's the one. Just sounds like he's having a good scat over the top, and that he's just kind of finding his delivery to then go and record it later is what I feel this kind of sounds like. So I like the flow that he's got with it, and it's quite a catchy little flow, like da, 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 da. So I do like that, and you know, and I quite like the beat, and I like what he's doing over it. But yeah, I have no idea really where he's going. I know that, you know, he said a couple lines about God and, you know, being good in the eyes of God and stuff, but other than that, I probably only understood like 20 words out of 3 minutes and 45. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, I'm gonna say I'm on the fence in a good way, but I'm very on the fence. Like, it's very, I don't know, I don't really know what to do other than, you know, I just tell him to go and put some actual words to it and then come back, because otherwise I don't really know what to say. Like, unless you were going to define it as like the ultimate mumble rap, maybe. But yeah, otherwise it just sounds like I don't know whether you can say it, Christian scat. I don't know, like, don't know if that's a term, but we just made it up. So yeah, it's a tough one, man, because I quite like the beat, and as I say, I like the delivery, but I don't know. I was wondering if Alex had any ideas, but I think Alex might have fallen asleep. Bless him. But I don't know. Yeah, I don't really know what to suggest. Personally, I'd just tell him to go and put some words to it, is what I'd do. Or if they were words, I'd be like, look, re-record it. I'd just say, look, re-record it. Yeah, beat was good. Oh, sausage. What if I send you the version I suggested to him to see if there's a better direction? I'm not entirely sure what you mean, but yeah, alright. Alright. Don't play the whole thing if I do. Why, is it is it you? Is it you? It's Manly on the beat. And the rap too. Ooba dooby 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 dooby. I bet it is, isn't it? Oh, Manly. And I bet Manly hasn't got a winter flow. He's got that summer flow. It's fire. Fire. Right. Anyway, so while we wait, let's do this one that was sent in the other day. This is the Real Mike B featuring Bunny Love, and this is called Dive. Bit like my bedroom. A dive.
I know it feel impossible to turn on the lights, but I guess we'll never know if we just give it the fight. And we don't have time for secret agendas. What kind of time we really on if we allow them to bend us? And if a love strike a nerve and they find it offensive, we'll let them cry while we ride, keep them giving the message. Die, sanctify, one more time we can rectify this love. Don't fall away, not far away, don't run away from me. Walls keep closing in, I can't focus on it when my heart is in and it's sick. Don't wonder why you're still alive, just take my hand and die. Give it a minute, I know it's dark right now. You feel like you're finished, I know it feel impossible to turn on the lights, but I guess we'll never know if we just give it the fight. And we don't have time. Secret agendas, what kind of time we really on if we allow them to bend us? And if a love strike a nerve, find it offensive, we'll let them cry while we ride, keep them giving the message. Die. Message. God, sanctify, one more time we can rectify this love. Don't fall away, not far away, don't run away from me. Walls keep closing in, I can't focus on it when my heart is in and it's sick. Don't wonder why you're still alive, just take my hand and die. Sanctify, one more time we can rectify this love. Don't fall away, not far away, don't run away from me. Walls keep closing in, I can't focus on it when my heart is in and it's sick. Don't wonder why you're still alive, just take my hand and die.
Ooh. What was that term you used earlier? Like sauce my glizzy. Or something. What was it you used? Oh, yeah. Oh, that puts the sauce on my glizzy. Oh, yeah, that put the sauce on my glizzy. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Oh, that's quite nice, that. I quite enjoyed that. I quite enjoyed that a lot. Though, I do feel the drums came in a little bit too early. I feel like we could have let the drums stay out of that first verse, because to be honest, I didn't really know that was the first verse. I thought that was still the intro. So we could have left it out of that like first verse and then brought it in for that massive impact on that chorus, and then gone from there, or even if it just like left them out and then put some fat little build or some fat little drum fill, and really just locked it in for that chorus, that would have been sick. Just absolutely sick. And then on the chorus, I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like Bunny Love is her name. I feel like Bunny Love was a little bit loud. It was a little bit loud. Like, he was there, but I felt like Bunny was just above it. Do you know what I mean? But it was nice. It was nice. I enjoyed it, but I feel like she was kind of overshadowing him. Is that the word? Is that the word I want? And then when we come out of that, then we go into that sort of almost what's the like almost like I'm trying to think of the song, like almost like a Linkin Park track, where then you get that like I don't really know how to explain that effect to thing. I'd say, well, let's just go like almost kind of like a DJ playing around on deck sort of sound. And then I don't know, man. I think I know it wasn't gonna come, but I feel like I was kind of expecting a bit of a scream. Do you know, like a dive, something like that. Just I don't know. I think I was just channeling Linkin Park a little bit too heavy in my what's the word, expectations. But yeah, and then where was that? What was the other bit? It was like 2 minutes or something in where they go dive, and then there's like a little pause, and then they come back in for the chorus again. Where they had that little pause, I definitely feel they could have let that pause go a little bit longer. Probably slapped a little bit more delay on the vocal, and then had some fat little another fat drum fill, and then just like that would have been the icing on the cake to deliver that for that kind of level it up a little bit more, add a little bit more pressure, give it a fat drum fill, and then we're all good, and then we can end. But other than that, it was nice. It was nice. I quite enjoyed it. Oh, I do love a good rock rap track. I'll tell you what. I'll tell you that for free. Right. Are we playing this on live, or are we? Or is this for me to listen to later, Manly? Is this one for me or one for the TV? One for the TV. Oh, TV. Speak of the devil, and he should have bear. Oh, Gotham. Absolutely Gotham. What a beautiful voice. Let me know, mate. Let me know. Otherwise, I'll just sit here with this stick up my bum. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to get in trouble if I play it. So let me know. Whichever you choose. Oh well, I'm here now, innit? You know what I mean? All right, let's do it. If you don't like it, just tell me, and we'll stop it. Right, appreciation lyrics and flow example ideas. All right, so this is an example idea, people. So you sound like Bane. That was the idea. Although, like, Tom Hardy does the voice, but it's then also like computed, like done through computers as well. So yeah, so it's not quite Bane, but it's the closest I can get to Bane. Guy, you got to release the jar for. No, brother, there must one stay for the wreckage. Right, appreciation lyrics and flow by Badley. It repeats, you don't have to play the whole thing. Alright. Christmas trees, Easters, and so on.
Thankful for
See, I like that one. I like that one. I could hear the words. That's the float and word choice I'm trying to get him to tap into. Well, might want to plug him in then. His batteries are running flat. I like that one. I like that one. I can hear the words. The other one, I was like, what the fuck is going on here? The fuck is going on here? Do you mean I'm all for, you know, what the young'uns called it, catching a vibe and shit, but at least let me hear something. Do you know what I mean? Let me hear something. I don't want to sit here and just talk to myself. But I like that one. I can hear what you're saying. And then and the thing is, the beat with the la 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 kind of reminds me of like a dark. I don't know why, like a dark Christmas carol. I've no idea why, but is it na 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 na? Oh, now I know what it reminds me of as well. Na 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 na. Hang on. Na na na. All right, this is a bit of a stretch. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Yeah, that's I can't. It's from cars and clothes. No no no. Death is my people's. It's a tune from fucking Need for Speed Underground 2. Need for Speed Underground 2 soundtrack. Oh, fucking, I can't even. I know what you're getting at. Yeah, like girls and girls, something like that, and I cannot remember the name of the thing. Yeah. Fucking hell. Is it Crashing For? I think it might be called Crashing Foreign Cars, but I can't play it because I'll get in quite big trouble. But oh mate, what a game. What an absolute fucking game. Nice tune and a lot better. I did like it. Oh, you're a sausage, little sweetheart. But yeah, but that's a stretch though. I won't lie. It's a stretch to get there from la 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 la. That na na na. I can't remember how your bit went. But yeah, it's a stretch. But I got there. You know, I could stretch it out for days. You know what I mean? Just born like it. It was a gift. A gift and a curse. A gift and a curse. Yeah. Rapping isn't my thing. Doesn't matter, mate. Doesn't matter. You got like, it doesn't need, you know, it doesn't need to be your thing. You know what I mean? Like, there's probably other like, oh, there it is. Yeah, it doesn't matter that rapping isn't your thing. You know, we understand that your thing is it's the creation of the music and the and helping people bring their ideas to life. That's your lane, right? But you know, if rappers or if producers have their I know. Although it would be fun, but I know. But then it's just, you know, if you've got an idea that you feel might help someone, obviously like this, you thought of a flow, a delivery style. You've come up with something quite catchy as well. And if you feel that it can help them, then why not? I mean, you know how it goes. I just feel like I'm talking to a wall, but you know how it goes. You know what I mean? If they come in and be like, oh yeah, this is this, and then you'll be like, okay, that's cool. And then you'll be like, but I think maybe this or that. And then it's, you know, you put it on the plate, whether or not they want to try it, that's up to them. But you know, you've offered alternatives, you've offered different ideas, offered other avenues to go. So I hope that he does take it and does kind of if he does, then I hope he I hope there's more pronunciation and like and clearer words, because I didn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm going deaf. Maybe I'm deaf and I'm old. You know what I mean? But I didn't really understand fuck all. So we'll see. We'll see in it. And if he wants to stay with it, fair enough. I mean, it's not. I'm not no gatekeeper or nothing. You know what I mean? I can't be like, oh well, I don't like it, you can't play it. You know what I mean? It's down to him. Like, but I would. I don't know. I don't really know where I'm going with this now. I just kind of like lost myself in like middle of a rant. We'll just have to wait and see. When you get it, like when you do it and you finish it, and then when you send it in, we'll go from there. It's like he's randomly picking words, and I'm like, "What's a zombie perk?" Yeah, well, again, as we said earlier, it does feel slightly like he's scatting on it. So I don't know. I'm kind of in the benefit of the doubt. Like, I would like to just, sort of say, I think you're being a bit of a twat, like sort of shit out. But I'll play benefit of the doubt. And like, could just be trying to find his. Maybe, but let's go with the idea that he's finding his feet, and then he might. You never know. He might come around in, I don't know, like in a couple of days or whatever, and surprise you with like something where he's actually full on telling you this and that, and something that makes sense. But we'll have to wait and see. But I wouldn't quit it unless you have exhausted all attempts, because I don't know. Like, I'd like to say quit it. You know what I mean? If you don't like it, quit it. But then there's also that possibility of, even like, what if we, like, I don't like it, you don't like it, but loads of other people do. If it's just one of those things, no one knows why, but it just pops. You know what I mean? And then you haven't got to like it. Just respect that it gave you the money. It's like different artists have songs they don't like and probably won't ever play again. But if they didn't have them songs, they may not necessarily be where they are now. So, you could just be like, yeah, it's one of those things. I don't necessarily like it, but he did his thing with his thing, and it gave me this opportunity. As long as you don't go and shit all over it, you'll be all right. So, yeah, I don't know, but I'm doing this for free. Well, all right. Is it like? Is he new? Like, is he new as in new, like virgin new, or has he done this before and he's just a little bit hard headed? Right? Is he just hard headed, or is he like a rap virgin? I don't know. What's the crack, Jack? Because I don't know. I'm in a bit of a good mood. I'm rarely in a good mood, but I'm in a bit of a good mood. I already played my role. That's getting the beat on point. He's definitely starting off. So he's starting out. So he's hard-headed. You're hard-headed. You're a hard-headed child. Like, again, it depends. I think it probably depends on who he's kind of trying to cater to. I'm trying to think what I'd do. Personally, if it was me, I'd just ignore him and just tell him to jog on. But that's me. I'm trying to think like what's the polite way. I gave him loads of advice. I guess maybe you've kind of like. I mean, you could try and fall into like a mentor role with it. You know what I mean? And kind of teach him if you wanted. I'm not saying you have to. Like, you know, again, if you're doing it for free, that's entirely down to you. But I'd maybe say he's catering to the type of Christians that struggle with sin. Well, then surely, alright. I might say something that I might regret, but I feel like I've mapped this out quick enough to cover my ass. Then he should express himself more. Unless, alright. God, this sugar rush is really going. Alright. So, unless he's like, with the delivery of the other one, you could argue aesthetic. Right? You could argue aesthetic. And a reason to say that is, it meant like, again, I've not dealt with addiction like that, so I don't know. Alright? So it's just me spitballing here. But you could argue aesthetic and say that it's all, you know, like when you're at the bottom of the barrel, and you're alone in your room crying to God to come hear you. You're at the bottom of the, like, you're at the end of the rope, and you're talking hard. You're talking hard. You know what I mean? Hoping that the big man, big woman, someone comes to see you. So you could argue aesthetic and say that the delivery is more of that gibberish that we talk when we're lost in ourselves. So you could argue aesthetic. Me personally, with this being a Christian song, I was saying I wouldn't include the drug references. But then that depends on the story he's trying to say. Because then if he's trying to talk about sin and, you know, overcoming sin, then you want to know that, you know, is he talking about the drug references as in that's where he's came from, or and things like that? Because, you know, you could talk about overcoming whatever and finding Jesus and blah blah blah, and yeah, sure, that's cool, but is he talking like from personal reference of the drug reference? Because then I don't see why not. Unless he's just dropping in like random drugs name for the sake of trying to be cool, then yeah, jog that shit on. Like, because I don't know, like, I'm not a Christian as such, you know what I mean? But I'd say I feel like he's just including it to include it. Yeah, then tell him to fuck off with that. Just be like, look, if you're just trying to drop the word perk in a track just to kind of seem cool because it's cool to drop perk in a track, jog the fuck on. Jog the fuck on. Like, if you're going to try and talk to me about sin, misery, and finding God, you fucking talk to me. You understand? Like, that sounded a little bit too personal there, Manly, mate. I apologise. But I feel like if you're going to talk to me about sin, and, you know, finding God and things like that, I really want to fucking know. I want to fucking know. You know what I mean? So, yeah, if he's just dropping it in to seem cool, jog that shit on. Jog that shit on. I don't come and talk to me about sin and, you know, being at the end of your rope where you're thinking about doing it. Talk to me. You know what I mean? Talk to me. I'm like, I want to feel the pain. I want to understand the burden. I want to know what it was that made you turn. You know what I mean? Yeah, like, I get that, you know, it's cool and shit to talk about, but that era's dying. That SoundCloud drug taking era is dead. Stop it. Stop it. You know what I mean? Who gives a fuck about, like, all that drug reference shit with Future? Future don't even do drugs. He said it in interviews. Get out of here with that shit. Get out of here. Stop trying, like, don't go down that road. Drugs has killed too many people. Don't start referencing drugs just to seem cool and then fucking try and get some clout off that shit. Because then you'll get found out and it'll be like, well, if you're not a drug dealing rapper, why the fuck am I bothering with you? Like, unless you can tell a damn good story being a drug taking rapper, and maybe if I'm into that shit, fine. But I'm not. You know what I mean? I don't give a fuck. If you're generally like it, talk about it. But if you're not, you'll get found out. Talk about what you know. Talk about what you know. Talk about fucking this and that. But don't just drop it because fucking SoundCloud made it cool in like what, 2010? The fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Shit's over. Shit's over. Alright. We're due for something new. That mumble rap drug shit is dead. Drugs have taken too many legends, man. Too many legends. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. All that fucking TikTok shit, man. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like, oh, look at me. I'm gonna say perk. That only comes to find out the rappers they listen to didn't even live that lifestyle. Exactly, like, well, no, was it Juice that said it? I didn't listen to Juice because he didn't like, and there's no disrespect, he just didn't interest me, so I didn't listen. But so that's no disrespect. I'm not trying to thing, you know. Obviously, the man had thing. He impacted a lot of people, same as XX like that Tentacion. I didn't listen to him, but you know, he had a big thing on people. So I'm not trying to shit on people, but I know, like, you know, David, like, I think Juice said in an interview as well. I can't remember if it was him, but I think he said in an interview that, you know, he was basically talking about all this stuff, and then he spoke to someone, and then they said something to him, or was it Future? I can't remember. Fuck. But someone had said they were talking to someone about the, like, and that they had inspired them because of the music and what they say in their music, and it had inspired them to do it. And then he was just like, I basically just influenced a load of people to go and take drugs. And then, you know, all these people are like, it's the same way with CEOs of big business. Like, you know, what was his was it Bill Gates or the other one? What was the Jobs bloke? Steve Jobs. And then, you know, there's other people that, you know, that don't allow their kids to use, like, the computers and the internet and stuff. They prefer them to, like, you know, keep their head in the book and learn and shit. Or like the CEO of Coca-Cola doesn't let his children drink Coca-Cola. So, I mean, it says a lot. Do you know what I mean? And that's kind of what it feels like with the music. It's like, you know, let's make these people famous, and get them to shout out whatever, and, you know, everyone will eat it up because all their, like, the big stars and the influencers are all talking about it. And then they'll go and, you know, and everyone wants to be like their hero, so they'll go and follow their hero doing what their hero does. And then you find out that their hero was paid. And then you're like, fuck, man. My hero ain't what he says my hero is. And I reckon that's why they say you shouldn't meet your heroes. Because then you find out that most of the time, your heroes ain't shit. Have you heard the song Clout Cobain by Denzel Curry? I've not. I won't lie to you, but I think the only song I've heard by Denzel Curry was his version of Rage Against the, like, was a cover he did of Rage Against the Machine. Otherwise, I've not really listened to him. So no, I've not heard it. So yeah, like, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a tough one. It's a tough one, but I mean, as I say, if you're doing it for free, then yeah, then it's basically got to fall down to, is there something like all right, he's hard headed, but is there something I can show him, or is there another way that I can tell him, by showing him something. A song calls out the ins and outs of the business. There's a few that do that. What's the other one? Oh God, I can't remember them all. But the one like, there's a song by it doesn't necessarily. It calls out the business. It doesn't necessarily call out like that sort of side of the business. It kind of calls out the like the labels and the money making of the labels is, and where all the money sort of goes, is a song called I think it's hang on, I'm pretty sure it's called Industry, and it's by a Dizzy Rascal. Oi, don't make me get old school. Dizzy Rascal. Is it Industry? Alright, I know it's called. Alright, so it's called Industry, but it's also called Hardback. And then basically he's talking like, just talking about the industry, and in that sense, like, you know, felt like finding a good manager and someone that genuinely cares about you. Find yourself a good lawyer, because you're going to need one that really understands contracts, because, you know, the contracts are made to fuck you. So find a lawyer that genuinely cares about you, a manager that genuinely cares about you. Find yourself an accountant that knows what they're doing, so that you haven't got to worry about that coming back to bite you on the arse, and all that stuff. Because basically, you'll get given, like, what he's basically saying is you'll get given all this stuff by the industry, and you'll think they're there for you, but really they're skimming off the top. So they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, this is for this is for that, and you're like, oh, okay, cool, fair enough. And then next minute, you know, you've had a couple of bad runs with a few singles, and then they might drop you for it, or you've had a bad couple runs with some albums, and you know you're not hot topic anymore. You're a bit of a flop, and then they're like, right, we ain't really gonna recoup this, but you know we managed to skim enough off the top of this, and you know with royalties and every other thing. So yeah, he's basically just like find people that know what they're doing, and if you're not sure, like if you trust these people from the go and find someone to audit, like go and find someone to audit them, so that you can have, so even if things do go bad, you have longevity still from your music and the payments from your music. Basically is what he's on about. So yeah, I'm going to basically put what he wants on. I'm basically going to put what he wants on, give it to him, and move on. Well, as long as you still get your bits at the end of the day, mate, then it's all good. You know what I mean? It's all good. But, and then if he starts coming back for more, then, you know, you'll be like, look, like, if you're not going to listen to me, I'll charge you. And then if you don't like the fact that I'm charging you because, you know, you're not going to sit here and listen, then you can jog on and all. But, yeah. So until, like, so do it, and then just be like, look, you know, it's sort of like a one-off thing. And then if he comes back and he's like, okay, cool, we can do this. And then be like, all right, but, you know, you gotta work with me on this. It can't just be a one-way street. You gotta work with me on this. Like every song's got to be like a collaboration. And then if he's like no, then just be like, all right, just give me the money. Tell me what you want. I'll do it, and I'll see you later. And then it just becomes the track, like, what's the word? Yeah, like a transaction. I was gonna say content transaction, but I don't know why I was gonna say that. But yeah, then it just becomes a transaction. You've earned the money. He's got what he wanted. Everyone's happy. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yamin. Yamin. Who's this? Man, you got subjects today. Subjects? Well, you've been lurking in the background. I've got some subjects. Well, I don't always have some subjects. I'm just on a bit of a sugar rush. Sometimes we might have a heavy subject. Sometimes we might not. Alright, what's this? Morgan and 101 Gs. Holy fuck. This is going to be a long one, isn't it? I tried to move in, but hang on. Let me go back and go 4 minutes. It being nearly 7 minutes long, and we got 4 minutes something of madness, I won't lie to you, I was quite happy to turn it off after a minute. I was quite happy to turn it off after the minute. Like, it. See, at the beginning, all right. So I know I skipped through it, so I could see whether it was the same thing all the way through. But there was no. I couldn't sit through the full 7 minutes. I couldn't. I was quite. Yeah. It felt like. I mean, you could go two ways. Like, it did kind of feel like like when when you're at school and you go into the music room and everyone starts banging about, and that's kind of what it feels like at the beginning. But on the flip side of that, you could also say conceptually, you could say it was a fall into you could say it was a fall into insanity if you wanted to, because then when we got to the 6 minute mark, and then everything's kind of fallen out, everything's sort of more in place. We still have the sort of banging about of the drums and stuff, but that guitar, like the guitar's just gone down to one. We haven't got one guitar doing one thing and another one doing something, which was making me rather anxious. Fucking hell, what is it with these fucking bots? Jog on, fam. Yeah, so it was making me rather anxious, and then to have that for like a full 3-4 minutes, I couldn't do it. So if you want to argue it, you could say conceptually it's like a fall from madness, and go from there. But yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not keen on this one. I'm not keen on this one. I'm not really feeling this one. It's a little bit too long for me, and it feels a little bit over, like all over the place. So I'm not. It sounded like anxiety, feels like. I can see that. But yeah, I don't know, like, if I'd sit there and listen to it though. Do you know what I mean? I don't know if I'd sit there and listen to it. I was struggling, but probably because I'm also on live as well. So yeah, I don't know, man. Like, you could say, as I said, you could say it's a fall of insanity, because you could say that all the drums banging and the two guitars doing what they were doing. You could say, as Luke said in the thing, it's that anxiety building up, and you're waiting for it to release. So you can argue that, and then you could argue, and if you take Luke's example, you could argue that. Oh, all right, yeah. Well, if you took the other way that I was gonna, you could say that then the end was, calming down. But yeah, I don't know, man. It was tough. Oh no, it causes anxiety. I couldn't listen to it. Yeah, I was. I think also as well because I'm on live as well, so I get anxious. I get anxious. And like live streaming makes me very anxious. I don't really know why I do it, but it makes me anxious. You get it both. Lovely. But yeah, anyway, so that was Morgan, and that was 101G. 101 G's. All right. Well, I think that's my conversation. Looking like my conversation days are over. Anyone else got a little bit of conversation they want, or we just gotta jog on and give our glizzy some sauce? Might go glaze my glizzy. Why not call it glaze my glizzy? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Oh, made me glaze my glizzy. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna call it. Oh dear. I don't know what to talk about now. Go glaze your glizzy. Do you know what? I might. It feels a bit late to glaze my glizzy now. If I glaze my glizzy now, it might wake me up. Like, I'm sort of awake. Like my sugar rush has peaked, and I'm on my come down on my sugar rush, and I got bedding a little bit. So I'm like, if I go glaze my glizzy, is it gonna? Fucking hell. And then if I do it, is it gonna wake me up? And I'll be like, I'm like, fuck, and then I can't sleep. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, so no, it's probably a thing to do tomorrow. Go and glaze my glizzy tomorrow. and it's bath day tomorrow. Gotta love bath day. Bath time. I do love a good bath, man. But I love a bath time. Bath time, my favourites. Ultimate. Don't know, man. I don't know. See, like, I sleep, like, well, I say I sleep pretty well. But, like, unless it's really quiet, I if there's noise around, I find it really hard to sleep. But where we are, it's very quiet. I return. My bad. The internet shit the bed. Fuck. Fuck. I hate it when it shits the bed. I hate shitting the bed. Just hate shitting the bed. Yeah, what's good? What's good, Kevin the Immortal? Immortal Kevin. Or Kevtool. I don't know. But nah, like, see where we are, like, it's really quiet. I will never die. I will never die. Never die. Good. Highlander Harry. Highlander Harry. Mainstream. Yeah. See, it's great. You just make fucking noises as Bane. I'm not that good at Bane. It's a very poor impression. And plus, like, Bane was computer generated as well. So, but you'll find that if you watch The Dark Knight Rises, right, Legend, and him playing in Peaky Blinders, the voices that he does through all three is near enough the same. Just relaxes a little bit more. So like, Bane, he talks a little bit like this. You know what I mean? It's a raw. Speak of the devil and he shall appear. It's a bit like that. Hang on, how's Legend go? How does he do it in Legend? Oh yeah, beat him up like a fucking... I beat him up like a fucking pretzel. You know what I mean? Yeah. Fucking like, fucking this and fucking that. Yeah. You know what I mean? See, me and my brother, right? You talk, right? But you don't really move your mouth as much. And that's kind of how he talks in Legend. And then he kind of pretty much does the exact same voice for the guy in Peaky Blinders, and then he's like, Tommy, fucking, you right there, Tommy? Yeah, fucking Bosh. It's kind of how he talks in Legend. In Peaky Blinders, you right, Tommy? You see him, right? See him? He is a man of God, a fucking man of God. And then so all three of those, he's a trilogy for that entire Tom Hardy voice, pretty much. Go and listen to him. You'll see what I mean. But not for both characters. It's only, is it Reggie or Ronnie? I think it's Ronnie. He does that voice for. Ronnie cracks me up. I know he shouldn't, but it cracks me up where he portrays Ronnie. He shouldn't, because the Krays were like one of the scariest families in the east of London. I'm here. Thanks for the play. It is a bit different. No worries, man. Appreciate it, Morgs, mate. Appreciate it. But yeah, it is kind of a fucking talk show. Yeah. What a beautiful voice. I'll tell you what, that bit in Dark Knight Rises where they blow up the football field. That little bit where where they get that boy to sing the national anthem. That ad lib that he put in, because it wasn't scripted. That ad lib that he does, where the boy's like, oh, la 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 la, and then Bane's just like, oh, what a beautiful voice. What a beautiful voice. It makes it, man. I tell you what, I really want a Bane mask, man. I really want a Bane mask. Locke, that's the one where he's in the car, innit? That's the one, like, isn't that the one where he's like Welsh and then he's fucking driving home in the car? Yeah. I have. Do you know what? Yeah, it's just him phone calls for 2 hours. I don't know, man. I have seen it. It's like, because he was fucking... Didn't he get some... Like, the idea of it is that he's got some bird pregnant or something, and he's like, oh, no, you know, I'm on my way into London to do this, and she's like, nah, come back. I'm up the duff. And some shit. Yeah, I've seen it, but I wasn't exactly... I don't know, man. I wasn't really sold on it. It didn't really sell me probably what it should have. Maybe if I go back to it, maybe, but I know when I watched it, I was not really feeling it. I was a bit like, this is a bit shite. But you know, I'm more of an action man myself. I just like to watch shit get blown up. Is kind of what my deal is. It's a one watch and done kind of movie. Yeah. I was definitely. I remember I was definitely happy for it to end. I know that. I watched it with, not to rhyme this, but I did watch it with a friend, and I was like, "It's fucking awful." It's not the worst film I've ever watched. It was all right, but I think I was expecting a little bit more from it. But yeah, it's not the worst. It's not the worst film I've ever watched. It's a bit shit, but it's not the worst film I've ever watched. But he's got something. He's got a gut. He's fucking Fury Road is a yearly watch for me. Oh, that's the Mad Max one, isn't it? He's got a Guy Ritchie one coming out, isn't he? Or Guy Ritchie's got a film coming out that is. Hang on, I'm pretty sure it comes out like this month. Hang on. Right, there it is. When does it come out though? Alright. So he's got a new one coming out. Looks pretty good. Looks the dog's bollocks. I won't lie. Looks the dog's bollocks. So coming out on Netflix in April. Not to like sell you this, but it does look pretty good. Havoc is an upcoming adventure thriller written and directed by Gareth Evans. Oh, why did I think fucking... What's his name then? Why did I think Guy Ritchie then? What a twat. Anyway, film stars Tom Hardy, quite a few other good names. Basically, it just looks like he's just going to go and blow some shit up. Blow some shit up. Stop it. Stop it, Kevin the Immortal. As much as I hated the Venom movies, Venom, we are Venom. Venom's a bit Baney as well, if you think about it. Venom, we are Venom. Venom, like V Cloud. What? Nah, I'm not going against you. I'm just saying, like, as much as I hated You versus Me. As much as I hated the Venom movies, I watched every single one of them because of Tom Hardy. I enjoyed them. I enjoyed the Venom movies. They're a bit fucking cringe. especially the last one. That, oh my days, that last one was that last one was ball deep on cringe. Balls deep. Like, I'm pretty sure he probably ejaculated at the bottom of the honeypot in the cringe. Like, we were there. We're like, okay, just popcorn movies. Oh yeah, you like, all right, they're not exactly gonna be the sort of film you hand down to your kids and be like, oh, this was a generational masterpiece. You know, it's not like fucking The Godfather or some shit like that. But it did what it did on the. It does what it says on the tin, mate. It's just an action, like a fucking cartoon hero movie. It's the one, man. I love it. It's cringe, and I fucking love it. I fucking love it as much as I went to the cinema to see it, and I squirmed. I proper squirmed when in number 3, him and I can't remember her name, the lady that owns the corner shop. I can't remember her name. Is it Miss Chen or something like that? Oh god, I might get in trouble for thing, but I can't remember. But anyway, he meets her in fucking Vegas, and then they have this like weird choreographed dance scene in the VIP suite where she's staying. That was probably the most cringiest moment out of all of the Venom movies, was that dance scene. That was that was pure I couldn't. I found it hard, man. They knew they weren't getting a 4th. They just went for it, mate. I don't know. Would Tom Hardy have done a 4th? I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, you never know. Maybe there'll be a thing for him in like the Marvel movies or something like that. Like they'll just be like, we need Venom, and they'll be like, yeah, fuck it, why not? And then he'll come in or something. I don't know, but but other than that, like, I enjoyed them. Yeah, I mean, I like the way that they fucking, well, the characters bounce off each other. Like Venom's just like, what was it in the first one where he's like, jump off the building? He's like, no, and he's like, pussy. Like, it's just the way that he just talks to him is great. I love it. The amount of money they were paying Tom, he'd probably get waterboarded if they asked him to. Jesus Christ. I don't know how much money he was getting for Venom, but yeah. But I enjoyed it. The same as like Deadpool movies. Do you know what I mean? Same as Deadpool movies. I enjoy them. There's little things with them that I enjoy. I'm not going to say that, you know, if I ever have kids, I'd pass them down to them, but I enjoy the the Deadpool movies, same as like the Sonic movies. You know what I mean? Like I've enjoyed the Sonic movies as well. I went to see Sonic 3 at the cinema. The Jim Carrey dance is a little bit it's a little extreme, but I liked it. Superhero movies aren't what I'd consider high art, but I will rewatch that shit constantly. Yeah, no, I feel like. Alright, we'll get to this song in a minute, but hero, like, it depends, kind of. See, with superhero movies, I feel like they have to tread a certain line. They can't go as deep as they probably want to, because I feel like not a lot of people is really gonna pay much attention to it, you know, because they get like, again, I'm not a massive comic head. I'm gonna throw my hands up and say that I'm not I might look like one, but I'm not. I've read some comics. I kind of like some of them, but I know some of them, you know, they touch on some stuff, but I feel like superhero movies, they can't really go as far as they want. I could be wrong here. I'm quite happy to be on this one. but I feel like they have to kind of dumb it down a little bit and go with more of the theatrics of blowing shit up and blah 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 than trying to get something in. But I do feel. Oh, do you want submissions via? Mate, I've got one, but I'm like, we'll play it. But I'm quite happy to sit here and talk to you. I don't mind. If it just ends up being just a just chat stream, I'm quite happy. I mean, I've got a track from Morgan I will play in a minute, but I'm quite happy to just sit here and just chat shit for a little bit longer. But I feel that superhero. I'm happy yapping. Same, mate. I do feel superheroes could be artistically shot. I feel it'd be a risk. Like, it would be a massive risk. But it can be done. Like, what was it? Yeah, as you say, that like the Batman was nice. I was a bit on the fence with Robert Pattinson, like with the Robert Pattinson Batmans. I liked them because like it's fucking dark. The shit is dark, and I like dark. But I don't know. I think I still had a bit of a boner for Ben Affleck. I won't lie to you. I was glazing my glizzy. I was glazing the glizzy over Ben Affleck, man. Oh, just he like, I don't know, sort of that beautiful brooding sort of turned me on a little bit. I won't lie to you. Batman was making me moist. And then we get Robert Pattinson, and don't get me wrong, Robert Pattinson did a very good job, and I did enjoy those films. I thought the Riddler was fucking outstanding. So I am looking just a fucking bruise. Like, yeah, but I like that shit, man. I like that shit. That Batman didn't give a fuck. He would put you into like, he'd a sort of man. He wouldn't even interrogate you. He'd like, before he'd break your bones, he'd break your bones and then interrogate you. He didn't give a fuck. Even if you saw the Batman and was like, oh shit, okay, I'll tell you. He'd be like, nah. I haven't got my punch in yet. I'll break your fucking nose, and then you'll tell me. Is kind of how I felt Ben Affleck's Batman was. You know, just a beast, mate. Just a beast. I loved it. I like. Oh, man. God bless Ben Affleck as Batman. God bless. That might be a bit of a weird thing, but I loved it. If we could go back in time and get some good writers and directors for Superman, Batman films, we could change the world for good. Man, I tell you, like, alright, Christopher Reeves, fucking hands down Batman, Superman. They're like on and off screen. No, we are not touching Christopher Reeves. That guy was a fucking don. Like, what he did as Superman, but what he did off screen made him Superman. But that's a whole different thing, right? So Christopher Reeves out the subject because he was Batman. Why do I keep saying Batman? He was Superman. So he's in a category all of his own. But I tell you what, I fucking loved Man of Steel. Like, fucking Henry Cavill as Superman was incredible. I thought every bit of that film was incredible. Even the fucking soundtrack is incredible. You go listen to the Man of Steel soundtrack on its own. Fucking masterpiece. Like, I tell you, if I feel a little bit down and I want to wear my pants on the outside of my outfit, I will go and listen to that shit. It was, fucking hell, it was incredible. Man of Steel had its problems, but I fucking love that movie. Mate, just put on some Flight by Hans and I'm levitating. That or is it Terraform? I think there's a track named Terraform. Hang on. Man of Steel. Alright, I'll tell you what, let's play this track and then we'll just absolutely chat wham about Man of Steel, because otherwise if I don't play it, I'm gonna forget. So let's play this track quickly. Holy fuck, that's a long ass song. Alright. It's long. Alright, and then we'll just chat pure wham about Man of Steel. Right. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play the whole lot of this because unless we get some,
Hell's Kitchen. What you cooking?
Right, Morgan.
Yeah, I know. Keep your head down. Don't show your face. You gotta learn not to trust this
Remind
place.
me.
Run, run, run. What's round the corner? Hey, what's behind you? Nobody cares. No one will find you. Run, 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 run. Hell's Kitchen. What you cooking? I don't feel safe. Walking to my car. Last time, I didn't get far. I didn't get far.
Ah, got it. Where's the kitchen at? In a world supposedly full of hate, I'll then put these words towards the night, not so convincingly straight. During the day, the usual grind, I'm learning patiently, like an outreach of waves gently washing the shore. I'm not waiting, I'm not. If it wasn't yet, surely it will not. Surely it will rot. Life for me is not so simple. I find my way through rarely. It's true, I'm not running. I already ran. What if 13.5 fits into 24 hours? Well, it does. So what? You gotta switch off at times too. Between me and you, I mean, time is ticking. It's gotta sink in. What would it been if it hasn't already happened? Like join the race, but who's racing? The binary is to be read from the middle, outwards on both directions. 13 total places making a total of 4 groups and 3 and 1 in the middle. 13 total places making a total of 4 groups of 3 and 1 in the middle. Possibilities are 8,192, which is perfect. So what if I see 3 sides to a coin? I am different. I have a theory. Clues are within. My goodness, I sent you a message. Where have you been? 0, 0, 0. There are 8 possibilities of 3 in binary, in any order. A small summary. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1. 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, 0. 0, 1, 0, 1, 1. 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 0. I am claiming this as my theory. I am still working on it, but I'll try and explain it. I have it near me. I just hope that they realize how to switch it off. I wrote a program with time. God got me there. All glory to him. If I'm wrong about it, then it doesn't look good for me. You possibly think of 0 to 10 as 10, where there are actually 11 between. Yes, if you count the 0. If we think in terms of odd equal, then that means 0 to 9 would be fitting of an equal choice if we're using a representation of 0 for even and 1 for odd. Yes, there would be 5 of each if you exist. It means even nothing. It means even nothing has to be counted. The middle 0, 1 is counted also as 1.5. The middle of that is worth 0.5. 0 or 0, 0, 0 can equal 1.5. 2 choices, 2 states, your choice, because you're staring at it. 3 can be even with 2, and 1.5 and 1.5, you know. So we don't have to minus a 1 or anything like that. 13.5. 4 times 3 plus 1.5, with the middle being 1.5. This is how it looks. It's attractive to the eye. 13.5 divided by 1.5 equals 9. So 9 equals 0.5 from odd to even. Time is currently 9:10 and it's 11 February 2025. I work 8 to 2, a quarter of a day. It's roughly 2.4 degrees outside, and I know 0.5 degrees makes a difference. 0.75 in the middle. But even if that is in 2, and who has the time for that anyway? Like looking at 2 mirrors, watching time pass.
I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what the fuck you're on about. Not gonna lie. No idea what you're on about. I thought the sample at the beginning was pretty fucking cool about like the Hell's Kitchen thing. It was kind of cool. But and I like the poem. I like the, although I didn't understand the poem. I won't lie to you, I didn't understand it. I like the delivery of it. It was like, but the drum, like, who was that? Morgan. It was Morgan. I don't know where he was on YouTube. I don't know where he is now. He was on YouTube. I don't know if he's still there or not. Or if he's on another one. I don't know. But that was a journey. A weird journey. Yeah, I feel there was a little bit too much going on with sound. I get building the mood. I feel this, like, hang on. I feel the sounds were too loud. Like, I think you had like a machine gun fire or something in like the 2-minute mark or something like that, and it was just really loud, and then it just abruptly ends, and you hear the clip of it end, and then we've got the foley of like the storm and the wind, and then we've got the drums. And yeah, I don't know, because although I didn't understand a word of the poem. I thought it was kind of cool, like something weirdly appealing about whether you've got 13.5 hours in a day that makes 24 hours, or the 0.5 something that makes a difference. There's some, I don't know, there was something weirdly, I'd say ASMR-ish of the stats being read out. I'm not an ASMR person. I don't really like that shit. yeah, I didn't really get it, but there was something like there was something oddly satisfying about it though. I'm not good at maths. I won't lie to you. I'm not good at maths. I struggle with maths. But just like I don't know. Maybe it was a talk of madness, or maybe I'm just in a weird state or something. But something oddly oddly satisfying about how like the 0.5 in the temperature makes a difference. It's like how, why, how can you feel that? Although then again, that might also be like when old people say, oh, I've got a headache, or my knee feels weird, I think it's about to rain. Maybe it's something like that, but I don't know. But yeah, poem wise, it was cool. I like the read, like the sort of monotonish reading of it, but the sounds were just a little bit too loud and kind of took away from it in some stages. So yeah, I'm on the fence. It's like it's oddly audiobookish, or audiobook. I don't know if audiobookish is a word, but yeah, you're welcome, mate. You're welcome. But yeah, I'm like, get the levels of the sounds right, and things like that, and and it's nice. It's nice. Although I had no idea what you were going on about. Might lie to you. I had no idea. I'm like, what's going on here? What's going on? But yeah. What's good, Savad, mate? What's good? For the stream. Okay. What is it with hot dogs today? We were talking about hot dogs earlier as well. Now we got a song called Hot Dogs. Oh yeah, I read that one. Right. For the stream. 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 Tell me, where did you stream last night? Tragedy Avoided by Sivalid.
Keep your head screwed on tight, it's gonna be a long night. It took me a long time just to travel the dark side. I made it to the other side, the grass is green as fuck. Working hard for the same wage at 101. Plates falling on the floor, it's gonna cause some mayhem. Got some bread, spread some cheese, that is how I break fast. I remember being hungry, only ramen and macaroni. And still, if there wasn't homies, I need something for my lonely. I killed every master I had like the shinobi. Death, drugs, and a shattered home is what broke me. I'ma go ahead and tell your fucking story, ain't it obvious? The strong, traumatized, half dead are the audience. You're more than what you think you are. I'm floating out my consciousness. Didn't give a fuck about my life, nor the consequence. Drank until I couldn't see and stumble where the faucet is. Could barely read the documents. This building here is bottomless. I'm pulling up official papers here. I own the offices. Sitting in this used foreign, feeling brand new. In these court order classes, having deja vu. Had these boots for 8 years, had to change my shoes. Would've ended up dead if I had played by rules. I don't have to take a second guess, that's you too. Got Christ in the room, maneuver through voodoo. 3 men, different lives, same problems, who's who? It ain't hard to tell that you don't know yourself for real. Asking questions in the mirror and recounting all my bills. And I wanted to go kill myself, turns out I'm hard to kill. I ain't no pill popper, but the pill bottles Dr. Phil got refilled by Vince and my friend. What just handed me after 10 outside with some fakes. Where's my family? Bad routines, feeding drugs to me, I feel like casualties. There was fentanyl back then, I would've been dead on the street.
Definitely bootleg. Definitely nostalgic. Hang on. Was I going to say something bad?
Again, I would have been dead on the street. And I would have been dead on the street.
Hang on.
Would have been dead on the street. would have been dead on the street.
Would have been dead on the street. Alright. That one is probably one of my favourite songs of mine at the moment. What you could do, like, for emphasis on street.
Back then I would have been dead on the street.
Put some delay on it. Yeah. So and I'd have been dead on the street, you know, like, kind of, what's the word? Hammering it home, if you wanna call it that. It's just like the bit I keep thinking. I just don't know about this little gap.
And I would have been dead on the street.
Like, I would have been dead on the street. I do like the beat though. I do like this beat, but I just don't know about that little gap. But I'll fuck it. I'll take it. I'll take the gap on the chin. It's fine. That's what she said. Yeah, but yeah, I definitely feel for that street bit, and there's probably a couple of other ad libs as well that you could do it. But definitely for that, like, yeah, you're right. It could use an effect at the end. Yeah, I feel like, and what was it? And I'd be found. Fucking hang on. What was it you said?
And I would have been dead on the street.
And I would have been dead on the street. It hasn't got to be like a. Hasn't got to be a long one. El Ross. I don't know. What's good? Yeah, a little ad lib there, but yeah, I mean, I definitely like this. I like this. Call me Ross. All right, Ross. Hi, Ross. What if we call you Rose? Can we call you Rose? I don't know why. I just want to call you Rose. What's good, Rose? Rose. Oh, Rose. What is good? Rose? What's good? Right. So what the fuck was that called? Oh, Tragedy Avoided by Sivalid. And next up, we got another Sivalid. And this one's called... what are you listening lately? What, like me personally or on here? Because personally, fuck all, to be honest. Personally, the shit ton of liquid drum and bass is what I've been listening to personally. On the stream, just whatever people are making. Like, you know, music. Yeah, I know music. Appreciate it, mate. Got a lot better since I joined this. Oh, stop it, Sivad. Stop it. Daily. I'll be honest with you, Rose. Daily, I don't really listen to music. I've kind of... It's going to sound a bit weird considering I do a kind of music live stream, but I don't really listen to that much music. I don't really listen. You've got to... I used to, and then I kind of got into music production. Now I don't really listen to that much music outside of like this or traveling. Like if I'm traveling to and from work, then I listen to music, or I'm at work, then I'll listen to music. But if I'm at home, I don't really listen to any. But answering that, if I'm at work, unless there's like an album that I really want to listen to by someone I know, other than that, I listen to quite a bit of like liquid drum and bass. Like I'll just go and find a like a long liquid drum and bass playlist, and I'll just listen to that at work most of the time. Because that way, like, it's nice and it's chill, kind of like lo-fi, but nah, mate. Right now, I'm kind of obsessed. I can't stand without listening to something. I used to, or maybe I'm just way too depressed, but there's something about the silence. there is something about the silence. Like, I'm good. Like, but then there's different. Like, this is gonna sound really weird, but there are different levels to silence. There's a different levels to silence. I know that sounds really weird, and I'm going to explain this. Right. Wait, you like lo-fi? I love lo-fi music. Lo-fi music if I kind of want to see, if I want to kind of feel sleepy, but the different levels. So let's say you live at home with someone, right? And the house is generally quite quiet. There's that kind of silence. You live in a quiet house with someone. That's a lovely silence. That silence is gorgeous, and I love that silence because you know that there's someone else. There's someone else. There's someone else here, but they're in a different room doing what they want to do, and you can't hear them. And the rest of the house is quiet, and you live in a quiet street. That is a phenomenal silence. I love that silence. Like, I'm currently in that silence, and it's gorgeous. But then you want to escalate that silence slightly more, and then it makes you slightly uneasy, because then that's loneliness. And that is when, let's say, the person you're living with has gone out, or you genuinely just live on your own. Then that, and if you can sit in that, that is a hell of a thing. That is a hell of a thing. That, like, it makes me uncomfortable. Like, I can do it. It makes me uncomfortable when it gets to a certain time, but there's something about it. There's something oddly haunting about that silence. Oddly haunting. And I tell you what, sit there, and it will make you unnerved. And I kind of enjoy it. I kind of enjoy it in a really weird way. I love that unnervingness of it. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, it kind of sends you into a bit of a fight, like a fight or flight, because then you're everything, because you're uncertain, you're awkward, and then because you're awkward, everything is heightened. Like, your hearing is impeccable. You'll hear a noise like down the road, and you'll be like, "Fuck was that?" You know what I mean? Oh, I'm telling you, mate. I'm telling you. But I used to listen to music all the time. Like, everything, whatever it was, I'd listen to it. But now I've kind of stopped. I think that might also be because I went to university and started doing music production and stuff. And then I found myself comparing myself a lot, and I still compare myself a lot. It's one of my biggest negative traits. But so I kind of stopped, because then I was like, oh yeah, this is like this and this is like that, and in the end everything just kind of dies. And so I figured that if I took it away, everything that hopefully I would then get would be mine, if that makes any sense. He's probably gone now, but yeah, I love it. I live alone. It's recharging. I'm sure you know the quote, "Comparison is the thief of joy." Yeah, I know the quote. And it's something that haunts me. Deeply haunts me. Like, all right. So I know I don't have you added on Facebook, but, and it's something I'm still toying with putting on. Well, all right. I posted one the other day called The Prayer, right? So I wrote a prayer, and I posted that. And then I posted something today as well, where, again, still kind of talks about the comparison, and then, like, the embarrassment as well that kind of comes with it, and then, you know, my own kind of, targets that I wanted to hit. Yeah. So I got a prayer on Instagram, and then I've got one that I wrote that I'm toying with on my own Facebook at the moment, and then I'll probably, I already put it in a thing to post for like Instagram and the Lag of God. But so basically, I'll tell you this, and I'll play it in a minute. Yeah, let me find it first. So basically, I made a post, or wrote a post earlier, 4 hours ago to be in fact, and then so this year in 20 days time, this channel turns 5. All right, this channel turns 5 in 20 days time, and I'm in a very weird. I'm in a weird place about it. So, on one hand, I'm glad that we've been able to make 5 years. Not a lot of people make 5 years. I've met, like, again, I know this is registered as a business, but I don't really see it as a business, and that's probably why I'm also kind of up and down about it. But, so I know, like, most businesses and that don't really see 5 years. So I'm, in a weird way, I'm proud that I've been hard-headed enough to do it for this long, or what will be that long. And then, and all the things that we've done, like we've helped some people, like musically, mentally, and stuff like that. So, some of the things we've been able to do with the channel, some of the people we've been able to speak to, it's been pretty cool. But then, on the flip side of that, so I guess this is probably where the comparison side of it comes in, is that I don't feel, alright, this might be comparison, this might be a little bit of doubt, right? But I don't feel that I have done enough. And when I say that, like, again, this is like comparison and doubt, right? I don't feel that I have maybe done enough live stream wise, maybe content wise, or maybe I just haven't been able to nail down the message of what we are, or maybe maybe it's the name that you could say holds us back. Maybe I don't know, but I don't feel that we are where we should be. I feel that's mostly my. I know I say we, but I feel like that's mostly my fault. So yeah, and so then we're turning 5, and in a way, I'm a little bit embarrassed about it, and I kind of want to celebrate it, but then I'm like, oh, I don't know. Do you know what I mean? So, and I can't really do anything now because we've got there's only 20 days, so I can't really get a load of people together to do whatever. Because I was thinking of doing a blood, sweat, and bass, but there's only 20 days. I don't know if anyone will really be there for it. So I'll probably just jog that on till April now. So yeah, so I'm in a bit of a place about it. Yeah. So comparison is definitely the feel for the fee for joy, and then also with that as well, like with my own stuff of what I do in my own time, like making music and writing. Like I've not written for probably a year and a half, maybe 2. I've not written, and then but then because I also hear other people and I'm like, yo, that was sick, like, and then in some ways I feel lazy about that because I'm like, oh, I could have done that, or oh, if only I'd have done this, if only I'd have done that, and then then you compare yourself, and then that kind of kills why we started this in the well, not necessarily this as in this channel, but why I started writing and music in the first place. And so yeah, so now sometimes like I sit here and I get these ideas and I'm like, I don't really know if I want to do this, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like if I write this, could I get someone to deliver it for me? Could I get someone to sing this for me rather than me doing it myself. But then again, that also comes down to, you know, confidence and insecurities, and things like that. You absolutely should celebrate it. It is a significant milestone, even if it's just an English breakfast. I pop down the calf for a greasy one. Anyway, I think I might have bored that other guy. Never mind. Celebrate. We'll see. I tried to do the first. I remember, like, and here's another reason. Again, this might just be me, but I remember we did the third celebration. We celebrated the 3rd year, and I went live. And again, this, you know, expectation. I know life is life. All right? I know life is life, and I get it. So this is more my own insecurities and my own thing. But God, this is oddly a bit deep for a fucking Wednesday night. That's what she said. But we celebrated the 3rd year, and no one came. And I guess in some ways, it broke my little heart. It broke my little heart, because I was like, yeah, you know, turning 3, come through, celebrate. And I think it broke, in a weird way, it broke my little heart. And then last year when we turned 4, I thought about it, but then I was still heartbroken about the 3rd year, so I didn't do it. And so I didn't do it. I let it go. Fuck those comparisons, man. If you enjoy it, do it. Don't let others negatively influence your creative endeavors. That shit doesn't serve you. No, I agree. I agree. When's deep? Oh, love a good deep one on a Wednesday. What they call it? Hump day. Is it hump day? That's quite fitting, isn't it? Quite fitting. It'll fit in. I know that. But no, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. And you know, again, I gotta get back into that space and stuff. So, but no, I know what you mean. But it's just me. Do you know what I mean? It's just me and the things and the way that I overthink a lot of things and end up sending myself down rabbit holes like this one. But yeah, right. Anyway, let's get into this while we're doing it. Hot Dog by Valid. Love hot dogs. Love hot dogs. Oh, yeah, it's midweek, isn't it?
35, look like Autobahn. I need these stocks, not bonds. Along me, yeah, fuck what you thought, and fuck all of these thoughts. They lifted Christ and set me free and put themselves on DVD. Empty thing on YouTube videos, I guess you need the strength. They got the link, they put their bodies out for free. They got the cloud like a disease. Men doing this shit too, and somehow we all unique. Even back then bumming, see my woman was on fleek. Something wasn't right with me, I never felt complete. Evaporating as soon as that old alarm rang. Wallet in my pocket and grabbing my middle car keys. Getting out the door so quiet, I heard her heartbeat stop. Could you remind me while we are talking? Block, talking in medicine, you got Starlink. Drop, call disconnected, I heard the phone ring. Block, change my service and my number. Never heard of a sucker, money making motherfucker. And I learned from the seller, outfit color of some butter. Got some others, turn some extra resin to et cetera. I got some pluses, risk insurance and adjustment bliss will hurt you if you trust it. Like everybody for themselves until you have a budget. Watch them crawl and keep on running. That was us for a while. Tripping, I just dropped a ½ ounce in that aisle. Blessed up, I just kicked the demons out my house. Stressed out when I had no money here to count. Wimbledon to Wembley, locations like this tend to me. There just might be a human being inside that computer screen. Every other day to me is just a black mirror scene. Every other day to me is just a black mirror.
That laugh definitely puts me off a little bit. It is like a weird carnival track, as I think we said that last time as well. But it is a little bit like, it's quite jokery, isn't it? quite jokery. Like what's his name, Joaquin Phoenix or something like that. I can't pronounce his name. But yeah, and then but then you hear like I don't know, and I think you hear the laugh, and then in a weird way, it makes you kind of want to laugh. Yeah, it makes you kind of want to laugh. I'm still on the fence about it. I won't lie to you. I'm still on the fence about it. And then there's a couple bits like lyrically I couldn't quite make out. But yeah, I'm still on the fence about it. It's very like sort of creepy Halloween carnival vibe. You know that if you like you walk around, someone's gonna like tap you on the shoulder and you'll shit yourself. Kind of feel like you'll just be walking and then all of a sudden out of nowhere, just this great big like clown or something like walks out, and yeah, I'd shit myself. Yeah, and like the lot, like I know this. I say like if you think of the carnival, keep with the carnival theme, and then the laugh. You know those weird like magic ball machine. I've not really been to a carnival. They freak the shit out of me, but like same. I'm not in love with it yet. It's your track. But yeah, like those weird sort of little machine things, and they've got like those dummies with the like the crystal ball type of thing, you know, for like the fortune telling machines, and that's kind of what it reminds me of. You put it like you'll walk past and that machine will go off and be like or like that, and you'll just be like, fuck's sake. Like, I'm pretty sure those things are set to go off like at the most random times. Like if you stick to the carnival theme, that's what that laugh reminds me of. Oh fucking hell. But yeah, happy days. All right, boys and girls. We've been going for fucking hell 2 hours and 17 minutes. The longest stream I've had in a while. Cool. Should have a sugar rush more often. Right. I think we're gonna fuck off to bed. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck off to bed. So, if anyone's about on Sunday, we'll be live. This time a little bit earlier on Sunday, 5 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Eastern. Only because I like to have a bath on Sunday nights. Sunday nights, I love a good bath. Oh, I don't love every track I make. I've made a lot of music. Yeah. Oh, you haven't got to like love every track, but you've got to. I feel you've got to have a certain thing for it. If you don't love it, jog it on. Do you know what I mean? Because that's where it is. Although, you know, sometimes, but then, you know, sometimes they say that, you know, sometimes if you just release them, you know, a lot of the time, like, it's weird. A lot of the time, some of the tracks that you don't like will be the tracks that blow up. So it's kind of hard to say, you know, just release music that you like when, you know, sometimes bands have released songs they don't like and then they've blown up. And it's just like, oh, fuck, now I got to perform this song that I don't like for the rest of my life. So yeah, so I mean, you could do it, but I'd say at least like it a little bit, so that, you know, if it does, you know, blow up, that you'd be comfortable performing it, you know, for a few tours and whatever, and then you can go, nah, like, this has had its day, but then it might take on a whole new meaning to you. But I would say that, you know, release, even if you like it a little bit, release it, because you still got a love for it. But if you don't like it, don't release it. Sit on it and come back to it, and you'll be all right. But yeah, right. Anyway, that's enough of that tangent. I do like it. I just don't love it yet. Give it time, mate. Give it time. Something will pop up and you'll be like, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, right. Anyway, I'm going to bed. So, Sunday, 5 p.m. UK time, 12 p.m. Eastern. I know what you're saying though. Solid. If you're about, give us a shout. If not, you're not. You know what I mean? If not, you're not. Right. Take it easy, boys and girls.